All right. Welcome back to the Wrestle Stream podcast. I am Matty Cage, or Matthew. I have no one joining me this time because I couldn't get anyone to join me today. Therefore, we will talk about wrestling and only wrestling. So we're going to start things off with our weekly results. So we're going to start off with Raw, work our way down. Also, I'm going to announce that starting this week, AEW Dark will also be reviewed, meaning I will tell you the 2 matches that happened at the show. All right. So we're going to start with the Raw, where we started with a Drew McIntyre promo. Zelina Vega interrupted immediately after, and Drew calls Zelina the thorn in his ass. Number 1 thorn in his ass. And then Andrade attacked McIntyre from behind, but McIntyre still got the better of Andrade with a Claymore. Immediately after, and then we got to our first qualifying match for the night of 3 for the night for the Money in the Bank. We had Aleister Black defeat Austin Theory in a match I'm giving 2 stars because it was a 2-star match. It was a good match. It was decent. I thought it'd be better. But again, this is just WWE. And then Aleister Black got an interview after. And then Shayna Baszler had an interview before her immediate murder of Indy Hartwell, which I'm giving 0 stars. Because I don't really like squash matches. If it's not competitive, then it's not interesting. Then immediately after, she continued the assault. Then Cedric Alexander and Ricochet defeated Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink. 1 star I'm giving it. It was quick, but at least Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink got actual offense in. Then the Kabuki Warriors had an interview. Then Bobby Lashley and Lana cut a promo about how Bobby was going to flip tires throughout the night. And then Nia Jax defeated Kairi Sane in a match, giving 0.5 stars. I'm giving it 0.5 stars. And here's why. Nia Jax is one of the most unsafe workers in WWE. I will get more into that in a bit. Now, next up, Seth Rollins cut a promo. The Viking Raiders did a carpool karaoke. And then MVP cut a promo. And then Apollo Crews beat MVP in a match I'm giving 2.25 stars. There was a Ruby Riott interview. Then Liv Morgan defeated Ruby Riott in a match I gave 2 stars. Bobby Lashley flipped the tire. I told you that he was going to flip the tire, and then he showed a bigger tire, and then I was like, oh, God. Then Rey Mysterio beat Murphy in a match I'm giving 2.75 stars. It was a good match, just not good enough to get 3. Then Zelina Vega had an interview. Angel Garza had an interview with Charlie Caruso catching feelings again. Charlotte Flair defeated Kaden Carter in a match giving 0.25 stars. Bobby Lashley flipped the bigger tire. Andrade defeated Akira Tozawa in a match giving 2.25 stars. The Street Profits made an appearance and then cut a promo introducing Bianca Belair, where Bianca Belair beat Santana Garrett. Drew McIntyre defeated Angel Garza in the main event in a match giving 2.25 stars, which also involved Drew McIntyre hitting a plancha, 2.5 stars, I mean. Drew McIntyre hit a plancha, which it's awesome to see Drew actually hit a plancha. And then I want to focus on Zelina Vega's face immediately after she went. She was terrified. Then afterwards, another Claymore to Garza, a Claymore to Austin Theory, and then Drew does Andrade's taunt. Then Drew did Andrade's taunt. Then we get to Impact Wrestling Rebellion Night 1. Next week will be Night 2. Next Tuesday's Night 2. This first Impact Wrestling show I have seen without a crowd. And the first match was Rhino and Tommy Dreamer with a mystery partner versus OVE. And it was teased for weeks who would be Dreamer and Rhino's mystery partner. And guess who's back to Impact? Crazy Steve is back. And he teamed with Rhino and Dreamer to beat OVE in a match giving 2 stars. Then we had an Eddie Edwards at-home interview, then a Michael Elgin interview, because he was there. Because Tessa Blanchard wouldn't be showing up at Rebellion, meaning the world title will not be defended. But Elgin promised that the title will still go with him by the end of Rebellion. Then the Rascals defeated TJP and Falaba and Triple XL in a match giving 2.75 stars. It was a great tag match. Then the North cut a promo from Canada because they weren't at the event. They're the tag champs. Then we had a video package for Ace Austin and Willie Mack. Where I also had to point out during the match, Willie Mack had purple eye contacts. And this was a great match. Great match. So great. I loved it. It was so good. Willie Mack picked up the win over Ace Austin tonight. It was awesome. If you want to see a match from Impact, I highly recommend that match. That match was so good. Then I gave it 3.75 stars. We have a new X Division champion. Willie Mack wins. And then their celebration backstage is interrupted. Willie Mack is celebrating backstage with Rich Swann. Then Johnny Swinger interrupts. Then we had a Kylie Ray video package. Then Kylie Ray defeated Kiera Hogan in a match giving 2 stars. Then we had a video package for Sami Callihan and Ken Shamrock, where during the match, Ken Shamrock Sami Callihan took out OVE because it was unsanctioned. And Ken Shamrock defeats Sami Callihan. I'm giving it 3.5 stars. Great unsanctioned match. A little slow at times, but you have to expect that from an unsanctioned match. Also a match involving an older guy like Ken Shamrock. Now we're going to get into AEW Dark, where Tony Schiavone and Cody were on commentary for the first match, and that was just Tony for the second. Penelope Ford defeated Anna Jay, which I was pissed about. I gave it 1.5 stars. It was a match. Then we get another match. Cody defeats Joe Alonzo, 1.25 stars. Nothing to talk about AEW Dark. That's why I never really review it, but now I have to. NXT results. Balor has been reported missing, and he was set to take on Velveteen Dream. We'll get into him in a bit. We'll get into him in a bit. Then Velveteen Dream cut a promo where Adam Cole interrupted, and the Undisputed Era attacked Velveteen Dream until Keith Lee came out to save the day. Then Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez defeated Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox, and giving them 1.75 stars. Then Drake Maverick had a video promo, and so did Jake Atlas. Group A, Jake Atlas defeated Drake Maverick. I'm upset. 2.2 stars, though. Still a good match. Great performance by Drake Maverick. Hopefully he can defeat Tony Nese next week. Then Damian Priest had a video promo. Kushida had a video promo. Tony Nese had a video promo. Then we had Kushida versus Tony Nese in the Group A bout. It was just like Maverick and Atlas. Kushida picks up the win over Tony Nese in a match getting 2.75 stars. Then Timothy Thatcher and Matt Riddle had an interview. Karrion Kross and Scarpa Day video package. Then Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae at home promo. And then Io Shirai video package. Drake Maverick after match interview. Then Mia Yim defeated Jessie Kamea, I think her name was, in a match giving 1 star. And then Charlotte confronts Mia Yim and says, I'm going to make you a star, but not before saying Divas division. And I'm sorry, Charlotte, we're in the women's division now, not the Divas division. Get it the fuck right. Jesus Christ. And Jack Gallagher had a video promo. Robert Stone, Chelsea Green had a video promo. El Hijo del Fantasma defeated Jack Gallagher in a match and giving 2.25 stars in a Group B bout for the Cruiserweight Interim Championship Tournament. Then then we get to the main event. Velveteen Dream and Keith Lee versus Adam Cole and Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Era. Where Damian Priest attacked Keith Lee, taking him out, hit him with a night kick right to the throat, meaning Damian Priest took out Keith Lee. Keith Lee was out of the match, so it was a handicap match. Or so we thought. Because suddenly, I have my reaction to this on TikTok. On the apron, near the end of the match, Dexter Lumis shows up and then just grabs the tag rope and sticks his hand out. Velveteen Dream makes the tag to Dexter Lumis, and Dexter Lumis just goes ham in the Undisputed Era. And then does the Tope Suicida. Velveteen tags himself in, hits the Purple Rainmaker, the elbow drop on Adam Cole, and pins him. So Dexter Lumis and Velveteen Dream pick up the win over the Undisputed Era. Then we get to AEW Dynamite, where Cody does the Who Am I promo. Then Tony Schiavone and Chris Jericho on commentary again. Sammy Guevara video package. Sean Spears. Also, I want to point out that when Sammy was coming out, Sean Spears had a sign saying, Sammy owes me money. I have to point that sign out. Then Darby Allin had a video package. And then before the match got underway, Sammy Guevara decided to attack Darby. I'm giving the match 2.5 stars. It was a good match. Darby Allin picking up the win in the TNT quarterfinals over Sammy Guevara. Then Matt Hardy cut a promo where Matt Hardy also mentioned a fortnight ago. And then the unkillable Matt Hardy appeared. You know, normal Matt Hardy. You know, the one that feuded with Edge a few years ago. Yeah, that Matt Hardy. And then decided to cut a promo on Chris Jericho. Kenny Omega defeated Alan Angles in a match giving 2.25 stars. Then we had a special look at Scorpio Sky, who we haven't seen in weeks as he's on quarantine. And then we had a stipulation for the main event, which was Dustin Rhodes and Kip Sabian. If Dustin lost to Kip, then Dustin would retire. Then we had a match between Orange Cassidy and Jimmy Havoc, 2 stars. Orange wins. Still good match. Then we had MJF's injury update, where he said it was life-threatening. Then Wardlow defeated Lee Johnson, a match giving 0.75 stars. Then we got a new Dark Order member. Then Brody Lee defeated Justin Law in a match giving 0.5 stars. Best Friends had their interview. Then we had the Bubbly Bunch again. And then a John Moxley video package. Then we got the TNT quarterfinals. The final match of it. Dustin Rhodes defeated Kip Sabian. 2.5 stars. And I have to mention that I got every single match in the first round right. Every single match in the quarterfinals, I got right. Now, let's see if I get... All right, so Cody's beating Darby and Lance Archer's beating Dustin. There you go. And then Archer's going to win the whole thing. And then we got the SmackDown results, where we had New Day Celebration, then Lucha House Party interrupted, then Miz and Morris interrupted, then the Forgotten Sons interrupted, then a huge brawl where Forgotten Sons laid up the New Day. Then we have another thing teasing the 25-year anniversary of Triple H. Then we had a match where King Corbin, a Money in the Bank qualifying match, King Corbin defeated Drew Gulak. I'm giving it 1.25 stars. Then Sheamus defeated Daniel Vidiot. Imagine getting 0 stars. Then we got Jeff Hardy, Chapter 3, The Redemption, where afterwards Sheamus confronted Michael Cole for mentioning Jeff Hardy right where he was there. Then Lucha House Party defeated Miz and Morrison. Imagine giving 1 star. Then in Money in the Bank qualifying match, Lacey Evans defeated Sasha Banks, 1.5 star. Lacey defeated Sasha. Lacey's in the match. Tamina laid out Bayley afterwards. Then the history of Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. Then we had another thing about the 25-year anniversary of Triple H. Then we have WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross defeated Carmella and Dana Brooke to retain. I'm giving it 2 stars. Then we have Triple H's 25-year celebration, where Shawn Michaels made an appearance. We had the greatest DX moments, aka just blooper reels. And then Triple H's WrestleMania losses. Stephanie McMahon, then Shawn Michaels mentioned we were having so much fun till, you married her. Then all of a sudden Triple H's phone starts ringing. Guess who it is? It's Stephanie. She answers, and then she's like, Shawn, I could see you mocking me. Hunter, you tell that no good, lazy-eyed, boop. Triple H hung up. And then just went, she went high. Then Ric Flair called. Then Shawn mentioned Ric Flair. Ric Flair calls. And then after Triple H hung up on Ric Flair, Road Dogg called. Then Shawn Michaels mentioned Katie Vick. And then immediately after that, Vince McMahon came out. And then he mentioned Katie Vick. It's like, yeah, that was a snooze fest. Like, there's my son-in-law just going to town on a naked mannequin. Oh, God, that storyline was awful. And then Vince McMahon shut the whole thing down. He's like, all right, we got to wrap up, compadre. And then he's like, you're shutting us down? Yeah, he's shutting us down. All right, now getting to our weekly awards. Pop of the Week goes to Crazy Steve for Impact. Heat of the Week goes to Nia Jax on Raw. Yeet of the Week goes to AC Romero. Goes to 2 people, Wardlow and AC Romero, where AC Romero yeeted Dez and Wardlow yeeted Lee Johnson. Then we get to Savage of the Week, Damian Priest. Jobber of the Week, Indy Hartwell. Promo of the Week, the 25-year anniversary of Triple H. Match of the Week, Ace Austin, Willie Mack. Wrestle of the Week, Willie Mack. Bump of the Week, Sammy Guevara. Sell of the Week, Ace Austin. All right. Now we're going to start things off with the Dark Side of the Ring episode on telling the assassination of Dino Bravo, because I spend too much time talking about the Dark Side of the Ring episodes because I feel like those need to be talked about, where you guys can just watch them. I mean, come on. Just go to the Vice Network. It's easy to watch them. I mean, come on. I enjoyed the 25 years of Triple H segment, though. Not gonna lie. Then we had Dark Side. We're gonna go to Dark Side of the Ring with Dino Bravo, where we had interviews with Dino's daughter, Widow, Patrick Laporte, Tony Mule, the Mountie, Jimmy Hart. It discusses Dino's wrestling career, when he joined the WWF, then his retirement, joined the Mafia, when he was assassinated. It talks in depth about. If you want more info on this, just watch the documentary. I'm just going to say that next week is about David Schultz and the slap heard around the world. You know, when he slapped the interview after the interviewer called wrestling fake. Yeah, that interview kind of deserved it. Yeah, just watch the Dino Bravo documentary. God damn it. Now we get to big news. WWE 2K21 has officially been canceled. W2K21 is officially canceled. We don't have to worry about a new shitty game. 2K21 is done. You can't play it. It's not happening. Meaning we'll have to wait next year for 2K22 because 2K21 will not happen because of COVID-19. They can't finish the game on time. That and the fans actually want their games polished. And after the last game, I don't think they'll buy this new one because they haven't even polished the new game, the 2K20. I have 2K20 and I played it recently and it's still not polished. Still not polished. I don't play it on stream because I don't want to risk having to reset my application like every 2 minutes or the game crashing a lot because it crashes a lot. They don't even fix those things. The game wasn't even, for a while, the game was even meant to be played in 2020. All right, now we get to indie wrestler Jeffrey Hum fired and shamed for racism. All right, so here's something that I want. All right, here we go. So Jeffrey Hum is an indie wrestler. Hold on, let's just search his name real quick. I need to search his name because he's an indie wrestler that I don't know. Known as the wrestling name Jay Hunter. Now, he was fired and shamed for racism with his high school friend. He's in high school, and his friend Stephanie Freeman, two high school students from California, Carlton, Georgia. Oh God, in the state I'm currently living in, have been expelled for racist posts on TikTok, which was shared on Twitter and went viral. It has so far been viewed by 4.5 million times on Twitter alone. Now, Jeffrey Hum was a wrestler. Oh God, I have to watch the video. Shit. Oh no, this is not going to end well, people. If I die, you know what happened.
Hey, today we're making
niggers.
black. Yeah. Next we have don't have a dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have eat water.
Next one's make good choices.
There's nothing there. Next we have rob people.
Specifically,
Last one is
go to jail.
Yo. No. I'm not going to be involved in that. Dude deserved to I just saw that whole TikTok and that dude deserved to get fired. He deserved it after what he said. You don't do that shit and film it. Well, actually, you don't do that shit, period, actually. You do that shit, you're going to get fired. Expect all your jobs, all the opportunities to go right out the window. Actually, my window's that way. Go right out the window. Your wrestling career just went right out the window, dude. There'll be no escaping that. Man, the fact that this kid is stupid as shit. This kid is so stupid. Wrestling under the name Jay Hunter, and he did this shit. You are not going to get heel heat. You're going to have go away heat, dude. You cannot do that. because we live in 2020 right now. Jokes and in the event that you were joking, that this was a joke, we live in 2020. Jokes just gone extinct by now. Dude, I'm sorry. I try to tell a funny joke here and there, and people are like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, motherfucker, you say jokes are extinct, I'm going to slap you across the face. That's what I'm going to say now. If I tell a joke and they say, dude, that's racist, I'm going to be like, it's a joke. I'm going to slap you across the face if you say jokes are extinct. Call me racist one more time. Watch this hand go right across your face. The fact that yours was recorded willingly, you let her record you do this shit. And you said the word. Oh my God. I can't even with this kid, man. We're in the middle of a pandemic and you do this shit? Bro. No. You can't do this shit, dude. You're lucky it's not illegal to be racist. Jeffrey Hum or Jay Hunter, whatever you go by. You're lucky it's not, you can't go to jail for this shit. But you did get expelled from your school. Congrats, dude. I bet your parents are so proud. Piece of shit. All right. Yeah, your parents probably kicked you out immediately. Up next, we have Rob Gronkowski returns to the NFL, which leaves his wrestling career in question. He is still the WWE 24/7 champion, and he is returning to the NFL after he had retired. And now he's back, meaning what's going to come of wrestling? We thought he signed to the WWE. He hosted WrestleMania. He won the 24/7 title. What happens next? I don't know. I'm going to leave it to the world. Next up, WWE employee says they are being forced to work. First of all, you're not getting forced to work. You're not. You know why you're not? Here's why. So, we're going to get back to Jeffrey Hum in a minute. Hold up. After all these, we're going to go back to Jeffrey Hum. You're not being forced to work. You're getting paid to work. But Vince has said you are not being forced to go to work during this pandemic. You can say, hey, I'm not comfortable working in this pandemic, and he'll accept it. He has accepted from multiple people. You saying you're being forced to work is a pile of shit. Just quit fucking lying. You are not being forced to do absolutely anything. You are not being forced to go to work. Dude, if there's a pandemic, you can go to work if you want, because since it's an essential business now, you can go to work if you want, but you're not being forced to. The guy's name is John, who said he wasn't being forced to work, but you're not being forced to work. Quit fucking lying. Jesus. Next up, the boss of the XFL is suing Vince McMahon for unrightful termination. With the fact that Vince McMahon had to terminate all these contracts for money reasons and had to shut down the XFL again is a pile of crap, but you can understand it coming from a business standpoint. It had to be done. Some guys had to go. They're getting a 30-day pay clause. So there's that. I'm not going to go too far into this because I don't know much about it. Next up, the Velveteen Dream scandal. Okay. Now this was recent. This happened, I believe, I'm going to say a few hours before yesterday ended. So this happened when SmackDown was going on. So apparently some nudes were leaked about the Velveteen Dream. I didn't see any of them, thank God. I could care less about them. And then the Dream, and then all of a sudden it's brought up that they were sent to minors. Which, no. I don't believe they were sent to minors. Here's why I don't believe they were sent to minors. Because if they were sent to minors, then they would have come forward when they were getting them sent. Right when they were being sent. No, Velveteen Dream did not do this. Reason why is because everyone's trying to get people fired. Like, if your friend's a hacker and you hate the Velveteen Dream, he can hack into his account, find a nude, and then just, oh, he must have sent this to minors. Anyone can say that, but people believe it. But here's the thing with the Velveteen Dream scandal. No one believes it. Not a single soul believes Velveteen Dream did this. And it pisses me off to the fact that people try to destroy someone for something they didn't do. If the Dream didn't do it, then he didn't do it. People say he didn't do it. Hold on. Let me just search the scandal. Even the Velveteen Dream has denied it. And a bunch of people saying, there's no way he could have done it. He is at the height of his career. Why would he destroy it immediately? Yeah, no, he didn't send explicit photos to minors. There's no way the Velveteen Dream sent any photos to minors. Because if he did, if he sent them. All right, let me invite Beast real quick. This is the first time people have collectively combined with each other to say Velveteen Dream did not do this. First time. First time people said that first time this came out, people were like, no fucking way he did this. WWE hasn't even released a statement about the Velveteen Dream. Because they were like, no fucking way. No scandal. What are your thoughts?
I couldn't hear what you said because it might cut out.
Velveteen Dream scandal. Your thoughts?
Like the current thing we have with Velveteen Dream, I think it's pretty good.
No, the one where he sent explicit photos to minors, allegedly.
Oh. Like, do I think it's true?
Yeah, do you think it's true?
Like, I don't know. Like,
because I don't think it's true. Because here's the thing. You think that a hacker said that he sent these photos to minors. Yes, the nudes are there, but in order for this to be true, the minor would have to come up and say, this is true. So there is no way that he has actually sent these to minors because there were no minors that have come up and said that he sent these to minors.
If the hacker's the one that's saying that, then it's, unless the hacker has proof that he was saying they're sending it.
Yeah, we live in 2020. You don't. At this point, you see a nude and they're like, "Oh, he must have sent these to a minor." People just try to destroy careers.
Exactly. Like, come on.
And we're gonna get back to the Jeffrey Hum incident in a bit. We're just gonna talk about this Velveteen Dream scandal, where, as we say, that it's not true, not even close to true. Moving on. Next is Cassius Ohno has officially been released by WWE. This is sad.
Yes?
Yeah, this is sad. Like, he was brought back to the WWE back in 2017 during, I believe it was Bobby Roode's title reign. And they just didn't use him. They just used him as, like, a job or, like, enhancement talent. You need proof. Look at what he did with Matt Riddle, where he lost in seconds. Like, it's sad what they did with Cassius Ohno, but now Chris Hero is back on the Indies, so we got some good out of it. Right, Beast?
Yep.
Next up, Nia Jax unsafe. Being unsafe. Okay. And the first thing I want to point out is that she said that Ronda Rousey was unsafe, which pissed me off because I could name at least 4 people who she's intentionally hurt. And the recent incident was on Raw, where she just dumped Kairi Sane into the corner, and Kairi hit the back of her head on the bottom turnbuckle. You need more proof of someone being unsafe? How about being unsafe? How about that incident right there from this past Monday? Right, Beast?
Yeah.
Now, with this comes speculations of more. Like, if Ronda Rousey's unsafe, you're a danger to yourself, Nia. Go get training, actual training. I have a feeling she was trained for about, 2 months, and then just like, okay, I can do this. And then debuts on the main roster, then goes to NXT, debuts on the main roster, starts hurting everyone? No. And she wants to call Ronda unsafe?
Like, literally, one of the first rules of wrestling is to basically protect your opponent.
Yeah, not only are you trying to protect yourself from getting injured, you have to make sure your opponent doesn't get injured. Just protect your opponent. And Nia Jax hasn't done any of that. Another incident was, I believe, a few years ago when she tossed Bayley out of the ring and she hit her shoulder, caused her to be out of SummerSlam 2017. That was Nia's fault. And I want to go back to Monday real quick. This past Monday. Because Nia sent out a tweet after that incident. I want to read it. What was the tweet she sent? Come on. And people saying, oh, it was a botch. No, it wasn't a botch. She's just being unsafe because Kairi Sane was telling her to let her go. No way this was a botch. This was on purpose. Nia Jax can't wrestle, and she can't protect her opponent. Hold up. Let me just... Where was this? When... What... April 20th was Raw. I want to try and find the tweet she sent out after the incident. I want to try and find that tweet that she sent out. Where was the tweet she sent out? Since Kairi Sane can't anything about it, maybe Ronda Rousey would like to try. All right. So she's just going to just say that, hey, shit happens. Kairi Sane can't do anything about it. That's basically what she said, Beast.
Wow.
Actually, this all could have been avoided, Naya, if you had just followed rule number 1 and protect your damn opponent. Jesus. Could have possibly given Kairi a concussion. Hold on, did she give her a concussion? If she gave her a concussion, then that'd be fucking bullshit. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. Nia wasn't supposed to grab Kairi. Kairi was actually telling her to let her go. Meaning Nia just went to business for herself. The bitch. The only reason why she's still employed is because she's cousins to The Rock. That's the only reason she's still employed.
She needs to just if she keeps on doing this, she needs to go back for more training.
That would just leave the business entirely. No Hall of Fame for you.
It's just you need to learn to protect your opponent. That's rule number 1. And you need to make sure, because with the wrestlers because there's some wrestlers that botch a couple times.
Yeah, and then people are gonna blame, and then her fans will blame it on her being a big wrestler. I can look at a big female wrestler who's actually very safe. Go to NXT UK, look at Piper Nivens. Look how she's doing. She is a great wrestler. She is a very safe worker. And then go back to looking at Nia Jax. Continue, Beast.
You just need to learn to protect your opponent and protect yourself as well. If you are struggling with that, maybe have a veteran come help you and help train with you.
That or just stop wrestling altogether.
Like, I don't want any wrestlers to just stop wrestling altogether.
You said it yourself, Nia, like over a year ago that you wanted to stop. Even deleting WWE off your fucking Twitter page. All right, on to the next one. Sarah Logan possibly rehired. This is not confirmed. However, many people backstage have been pulling for her to get rehired. Many of them. Right, Beast?
Yeah.
So many people have been pulling for Sarah Logan to get rehired by WWE. And it's nice, the fact that they want their friend to get rehired.
Yeah.
Like, I think Sarah Logan should get rehired. Like, the only place she can do is possibly deathmatch wrestling. But she had to go with a bunch of hardcore women. Like Jessica Havoc or Sue Young. That's basically all she can face. So it's good to see the roster band together, get Sarah Logan back. Next up, ex-WWE referee passes away from COVID-19. And the referee in question is John Jack Lotz. He has passed away. We wish his family the best. Next up, Cody Rhodes has bought the trademark. The trademark for the name Cody Rhodes has been bought by Cody. Meaning Cody can finally use his last name again.
Like, here's the thing that I dislike about the review. Like, how can you just own someone's last name?
No,
like,
WWE bought the trademark to the Rhodes name. They bought the trademark. Sweeney's still messaging me to join his party. WWE bought the trademark before he left. And now, so for years, he's just been wrestling as Cody. And now he can finally wrestle as Cody again as the trademark lapsed and WWE didn't renew it. Meaning, WWE, we're back.
Cody Rhodes.
We're back. Now back to that fucking racist wrestler. I'm going to talk about that with Sweeney. All right, Beast, see ya.
See ya.
Jesus Christ! What? All right, back to this racist wrestler, Jeffrey Hum. All right. Hold up, I'm not even joining his party.
Matthew, what are you doing on Fire Pro?
I am currently on my Wrestle Stream podcast.
Oh my god, please.
I'm about to end it. I just have to talk about this fucking racist wrestler, Jeffrey Hums, a bit more.
A racist? Oh, heck no. Don't forget out the shower. Don't forget the shower. Don't forget out here. We got a racist wrestler.
All right, so, Sweeney, have you heard about this?
No.
All right, so what happened was this wrestler, Jeffrey Hums, wrestling on the indies under the name Jay Hunter, was on a TikTok with his friend Stephanie, and they were like, all right, how to make the N-word. and Jeffrey actually said the N-word. And they were like, all right, the ingredients is black, this, going to jail, this. No dad.
Okay. That's all I need. That's all I need to know. He's a racist. Okay, good to know.
Yeah. And he was immediately fired from the promotion he was working at. Meaning his wrestling career is more likely over. And
Vince McMahon will sign him. He's a racist.
yeah. Now he's going to have to do about 40,000 apologies in the press in order to get signed back. And about 9,000 of them, and about 30,000 of them wouldn't accept them. All but one won't accept them. Only one will.
Yes, okay, but hang on. Matthew. All right, hurry up and end this podcast. But anyway, what I'm going to tell you was, me and Jumper were playing Fire Pro, right?
Yeah.
And I was playing a Shinsuke Nakamura, and we learned something.
All right.
You know that corner move that's basically a King Sasha?
Yeah.
It's cheese in Fire Pro. Anyway. Jeffrey Hums is a racist.
Yeah. We also spoke about Nia Jax being unsafe as she dumped Kairi Sane on her head in the bottom turnbuckle on Raw.
I don't even know the whole thing. I watched it.
We spoke about the Velveteen Dream explicit nudes incident, where apparently he sent them to minors, where it's not really confirmed he did because no minors have come out and said that he did.
It doesn't matter. Like, I don't know why people can come out of a news. Yeah, I mean, like,
It was hackers who said he did it, but no minor has come out and said that to confirm this.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't
Therefore, it's not true.
It's like something I do. But
we spoke about Cody. We spoke about Cody finally buying the trademark to the name Cody Rhodes. Therefore, he gets his last name back. And what else did we talk about? We talked about the Dino Bravo Dark Side of the Ring. And that's pretty much it. 49 minutes into this Wrestle stream.
All right, no.
And CFL's next week.
You want to play Fire Pro or do you want to get on 2K?